In every report that you write, you have to include a table of contents. Many people take it for granted because it can be generated automatically. Indeed, it should be easy to generate an effective table of contents, but in fact, this is a part of many reports that's often badly designed and ineffective. In this short presentation, I'll show you a poorly designed table of contents, point out the errors, and suggest improvements. Here is a table of contents for an interview report. The first problem with this one is its title. So this is called Overview, and a more appropriate title would be Table of Contents. The second obvious problem with this table of contents is that it doesn't have any page numbers. Normally, we expect to see page numbers aligned on the right of the page, and they act as a navigation device. A table of contents is very little use without page numbers, since its primary purpose is to direct readers to different parts of the report. Remember to insert page numbers into the full report. Then, when you generate your table of contents automatically, it will insert the correct page number for each section heading aligned on the right hand side of the page. Make sure to update the table of contents just before submission to ensure that the page numbers are correct and reflect any last changes. The next obvious problem with this table of contents is that title page and table of contents should not be included as items. They are not appropriate in the table of contents. And the fourth problem is that preliminary pages, in this case we have the summary and acknowledgements, these should not be numbered with main section numbering. So section numbering proper begins with the introduction. So instead of being number 4, the introduction should be number 1. Now, the next problem that we see is that some of the titles lack precision. So, for example, Work Processes is an adequate title for the main section, but I would like to see some subsections in here that make it clear to the reader what additional subsections are included. So here I would like to see any subsections that could enlighten us as to what kind of content is specifically in this report. The next issue that I see with this table of contents is in number 8. The initial capital letters haven't been used consistently, so we have a capital T, capital W, capital C, but then a lowercase w. And in other titles we find that there are initial capitals used for the main titles, so it's important to keep that consistent throughout the interview report table of contents. The last item that I want to point out is that appendices have not been named. In an interview report, you shouldn't just list appendixes or appendices, you should actually name them. So you might have in your interview the list of questions and the information sheet. Name these in the table of contents so that the reader has a good idea of what's included in the full report. These are some pointers that are designed to help you generate an effective table of contents for your report.